we start at like... I want to like disclaimer. I don't know. I'm kind of just making these numbers up, right? I'm not really sure. But instead of communicating uncertainty, I'm just going to go in the middle of what I think the range is. Keep in mind that there's a lot of uncertainty in those numbers. Maybe I should communicate uncertainty. I don't know. We'll go like 78, 82, 68, 92 or something. Win rates, percentages. Screamer, I think it's 2 months. I appreciate it. Issue bug. Alright. Well, think super sweet iced tea. We begin the run by selecting Ironclad, which is clearly a massive mistake. I like Ironclad's probably more like 80 to 85. I don't know. I don't really know. It's very hard to tell. And also, what does it even mean? The win rate of the characters. Like if I play perfectly, if I play averagely, if a theoretical machine played perfectly, I don't know. It's all kind of just a fun exercise. I like this act a decent amount. Bayesian or frequentist? Made up, which is Bayesian, I guess. Yeah. I like this act a decent amount. We can take this right side. Elite. Fire. Elite. Fire. Potentially super elite. It's like fairly safe with a lot of potential upside, getting 3 elites with a super elite potentially. We have a shop to like buy potions if we need potions to get started. It's just a very safe start. So something I don't really know is like, how much does that change my chance to win? +5? Maybe? It's very like, as a made up number, which means a real thing, it's very hard to make it up accurately. You can make it up with precision, no problem. I could say 85.234. Very precise number. Not accurate, though. But yeah, I think seeing something like this, like 3 Holly fights, shop, question mark, might be the safest possible thing you can have going into a floor 6 elite. Maybe. Gives you plenty of chances to get a good damage comment or 2. Gives you plenty of chances to get a potion. The shop toward the end lets you round out things that you're missing. Probably the question mark wants to be like more toward the beginning and not right at the end. But this is great. There's other stuff. The problem is none of it has the upside of the super elite. So I think we just kind of discard it. But this stuff is like fairly good too. I just think this is like more in the 40th to 50th percentile sort of range for what an act path can be, whereas this is in more like the 80th to 90th percentile range maybe. Browsing's at 30 months. What am I using to calculate my win rate chance? My brain. iPod Dod. Caxaminoxy. Waffle Muncher, hello. You make up a percentage, isn't it difficult to disprove? It is just a way of communicating a thing that I think. That's all I'm doing. So like, we'll say 85% seeing this, and then... Alright. So if we're starting at maybe an 85% chance to win, and we're looking at some whale bonus options. The 85% chance to win obviously builds in the distribution of possible whale bonuses already. So getting one that's better will increase it, and getting one that's worse will decrease it. So I think probably this one will decrease it a bit. It'll probably like back to 80% chance to win. Although I don't hate colorless card at all. Flash of Steel, pretty good on Ironclad. You're able to exhaust toward infinites very well. Just in general, the colorless cards are okay. A random common relic, I think, is kind of like a stock average reward. It's actually pretty dependent on stuff. I wish I remembered exactly which stuff it was. Rare relics, I think, are more dependent on act path possibilities than common relics. The boot's a bit better on Ironclad than other characters, probably. Rare relics have big swings, though, depending on act path. Like, Old Coin really wants to shop. The strong ones really want you to be able to take lots of elites. There are a bunch of ones which do something at a campfire, so you also want to have a path with lots of campfires on it. Like, the ideal take a rare relic act has a lot of flexibility in your pathing so that you can change potentially quite a lot depending on which rare relic you got. Common relics don't demand quite as much from you. I think this is just kind of like a very average sort of thing. Losing all gold to choose a rare card to obtain. Oh, I don't know, Nagand. Fun Queen Hollow. Astrophysics. Are there any common relics which would actively drop Winrate? Yeah, if I click on common relic and I get in the bottom half of common relics, my win rate goes down. That's just how it works. My win rate currently assumes that I can, you know, get good things. So every time I don't get a good thing, it goes down, not up. Pay all my gold to choose a rare card to obtain. Losing my gold's substantial here. If I were to whiff, like the bottommost case here probably takes me down to like 70%. It's a big deal to spend all my gold and get nothing. But there's also potential upside, right? Spreadsheet time? Thoughts? There's Feed, there's Immolate, there's Fiendfire. Offering is probably very good right now. And on this one, I don't really do boss swap, so I'm just going to ignore that. That's too much analysis. Hey, Jockafant. I don't even know which one my latest Spire spreadsheet is. Might be this one. Seems vaguely like it's this one. So when we're looking at rare cards for Ironclad, Barricade, Berserk, Legend, Brutality, Corruption. Do I have like a number somewhere that's how good is it to get this from Whale? Looks like I didn't do that yet for Ironclad in particular. But we should be able to just like copy this logic, right? What is this, by the way? Chance to get at least choose 3. Chance to get at least choose a color. Oh, I had different ratings for the color cards depending on the character. Okay. Choose an Ironclad rare. So what do we think the win chance is for these different things? Chat, what are your opinions? Also, I think we're anchoring this to the current map, so we like know that there is a fight, a path that we can take that has lots of fights and stuff. So unchanged would be 0.85. Or like average, I guess, would be 0.85. I don't know if I believe that demon form increases my chance to win. Like feed, I would expect to take me to like 0.95. Fiend fire, maybe 0.9. Early immolate. Probably also plus. Impervious is a bit better. Juggernaut is probably a bit better. Limit break, I don't know if we'd take. So if we're saying that losing all the gold gives us 0.7, I guess that's a 0.7. Buying and offering right now, that must be good. Something like this. The Cobra. How good's early corruption? Pretty bad. Like 0.72 or something. Like it might be just barely better than not taking anything, but I don't even know if that's true. It might just be 0.7. Brutality might be worse than taking nothing. Bludgeon, slightly better than taking nothing. Berserk, basically taking nothing. Demon form. Demon form cares which boss it is quite a lot. It's slime boss. Having said that, now I'm thinking about it and I'm not sure that's actually true. Isn't demon form just good against all of them? Demon form might be like 0.8. Double tap's pretty like inoffensive. Like definitely okay with taking it, but don't really want to lose all my gold to buy one right now. Like a 0.82 or something. Exhume's like a 0.73-ish. Then Reaper, I go back and forth on Reaper a lot. I think Reaper's probably a pretty average result. Thank you, Bands with Legends. So now we can sort this by column C. See best through worst. And then there must be some sort of math we can do for if you're choosing 3, what's the chance that you get at least this one kind of thing. So for this, it would be how many ways are there to choose? Okay, first off, how many ways are there to choose 3 cards from this? Didn't I do this right above? That is random rare card. Not choose. What? I did not think that would be 0. So how many ways are there to choose 3 from 15? We have how many ways there are to choose 3 from 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, etc. And I feel like the chance of getting this should just be that over that. 1 minus that over that. Which is also just like obviously true, right? If you're choosing 3 and there are 15 total, you have a 20% chance to get it. Hey, Humph. Did we skip Barricade? I don't see Barricade here. Looks like we might have. Oh. Yeah, I just started one below where I should have. Barricade, I think also gets skipped right now. So we'll call that a 0.7 as well. Is that right? So now we're at 18.75. And then for this one, we would want for F80 to lock this as 80. And then for the actual value, we look at the chance we have to take the thing. So if we're offered Feed and Fiend Fire, we don't get extra value from Fiend Fire. Because we're not actually taking it. How does that work? So this would equal that minus that. Then all the way down. And then this is going to equal that times that. And that should be all the values, so we can just sum. So I get on my random little thing here, 87% win rate. I think that's too hard. So I think that's too high. I think probably I'm overestimating the value of rare cards. Although, I don't know. This claims that, like, we're getting Reaper or better 95% of the time. Is that right? 85% of the time? That's pretty good. Maybe I do want it. Alright. An issue, though, is we're spending our gold, which takes us away from this path. So that would be an issue. Maybe we have to look at common relics. Random common relic. So let's turn these into win rates, starting at 0.85. Akabeko. I think probably I need to drop these values a little bit. Do I? I don't know. Maybe not. This is a fun little exercise for me. Thanks for thanks for hanging out. Sure. Ancient T-Set. So how much am I losing by just whiffing on a whale bonus? Ancient T-Set's not a whiff, but it's like not one of the better ones. I feel like if I just skipped whale entirely, I probably still have like at least 70, maybe 75% chance to win the run. Let's do like that. Keeping in mind that I like have a shop, right? Aggro marbles, somewhat comparable to Akabeko, Anchor. This one's even better. Trial's not terrible, but it's not like incredible either. Bronze scales, it's not a Hex Ghost or Guardian Act, so they're a little bit worse than usual maybe. They still deal damage though. Was the Spire exam 2 weeks ago? Probably. Hey, Beowulf. Centennial Puzzle's excellent. We call this like 90. Underestimating my bag of prep slightly, maybe. Dreamcatcher. How many rests do we have? Probably more if you get a Dreamcatcher from Whale. Happy Flower's not terrible. Lantern's iffy on Ironclad. So many of the times that I lose on Ironclad is because I don't have card draw, and an extra energy on turn 1 is not helping that much. Mawbank is not at its best when we're going to a shop very early, but maybe we would take a different path if we got Mawbank. Mawbank's an example of one that we have to think about in terms of pathing. Yeah, there's no shop at the end of the act, and it's a slime boss act, so I think in this spot, Mawbank's actually pretty bad. I don't think you can reliably like take a safe act path where you're not spending gold against slime boss. And like, if you take a safer act path to get to the end of the act before you spend your gold, like that's kind of fine, but I don't know. Seems like kind of a lot. Maybe it's better than I think. Maybe you just take like every card that kills slime boss for you, take an easy act 1, and go into act 2 with an extra 300 gold or whatever. This 0.7 baseline. 0.7's like skipping my wild bonus. It's kind of my vibe. He consumed by madness. He bacon man. I might be done with ball pit. I think it's fine. I'm going to end up all of these are pretty good. I'm going to end up choosing a rare card based on this activity, which is not what I would have done prior, I don't think. But maybe it's right. I don't know. I don't know how good Preserved Insect actually is. Red Skull is fucking obscene. How do you even lose after you get Red Skull? I don't know. Toy Ornithopter is also very good. Warpaint's not bad at all early, and Whetstone's probably even better. But yeah, I pretty clearly think that this is better. 87 versus 81. I think a decent amount of that is that I did the math poorly. But it's kind of fun to see, like, challenge myself to make good estimations and see if they match the estimations I would make otherwise. Anyway, let's do this. Did I do my math wrong? Corruption, brutality, and bludgeon. According to my math, this is a, like, 3rd percentile roll. Just very, 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 very bad. Maybe my math's wrong. Did I factor in the gold loss? I did. That having been said, I can still take bludgeon. It's, like, better than nothing. And now I get to try to play around a bludgeon, I guess. Alright. I do think that after that pick, though, my win rate has massively dropped. So in my spreadsheet, I said this was like 75% chance to win. We can now think about it in retrospect. Do I still believe that? Sure, maybe. I don't know. We'll say maybe 75. Alright. Hey, Flannel Violin, how are you? And I can think about taking a different path that doesn't waste an entire floor for a shop now. We lose our super elite potential, but I think that's fine. I think we just like kind of take a path over here. What if this is an old coin? Good for 1 at least. Early bludgeon seems good to you. I don't think it helps improve my chances. Correct. I just spent literally half an hour explaining that. Didn't I? We can definitely take a whirlwind here. Thinking about these cards. Okay, so first off, the floor went well. Winrate's very responsive to things right now here on floor 1. So probably like before I even clicked on the card reward, we like jumped to 78 or something. No potion though, so probably like 76 or something. And then from 76, looking at spot weakness, shockwave, whirlwind. I suspect whirlwind's like a jump up to 80 or something. I think spot weakness is also definitely above skip. Maybe a 78. And shockwave, I don't know if you can really take that here. I think shockwave is maybe not pickable on floor 1. So we'll take a whirlwind and call it 80% for now. Add event. I came in here saying 80%, and now we're probably down to like 76 or something. And out of the 2 options, I mean, I think disagree is the right one. Because I don't want to take gold and go to a shop with it out of my deck with not enough gold to really actually buy anything. This is kind of the best situation in one way to get this event right before a shop, etc. But another way it's not, because I gave away all my gold. So if I was sitting at 150 gold and I could take this and like it's actually worth it to go to a shop, remove the doubt, and go from there, then I can take the doubt, sure. But I think in this actual situation, taking doubt's probably like a substantial mistake. So I'm not gonna do that. Basketball is back. A very exciting onion night. I'm doing okay, Fanpy. My skin is irritated though. I don't know. Are there allergies in October? Standard bludgeon. Just completely unplayable on almost every turn. Love to see it. Do I have a favorite Halloween treat? I think the gummy clusters are the best Halloween anything. Alright, no potion again, and I took some damage in this hallway fight, so, like, we gotta respect that that's bad a little bit. But I don't think it's that big a deal. I don't know. Maybe like 73 before we click on the card reward. Pummel Strike, Anger, Burning Pact. Anger with Bludgeon Whirlwind seems quite good. So again, I think this is like a substantial uptick. Pummel Strike I think is slightly better than Replacement. Burning Pact I think is like nothing. So we'll say 78%. With an Anger, a Whirlwind, a Bludgeon, no potions though, no gold, and having to go on a path that only has 2 elites into Slime Boss. That all sounds like... that all passes the, like, sanity check for me. That sounds about right. Alright, anyway. Our last easy hallway fight. Will current trade wars and tariffs affect fruit relic prices? Yo, I'm here to escape from that shit, okay? Colorless potion. So we finally got a potion. We also took 0 damage in the fight. So like marginal slide. Because of the variance dampening effect of potion chance being the way it is, I don't think getting a potion or losing a potion is actually that big a deal. It's the only thing I'll say about that. Alright. Maybe if I'm skipping cards, I should say that they're worse than... This card reward seems kind of bad, so I think unless I'm taking Fire Breathing, this should be lowering my chance to win the run. And I don't think I take Fire Breathing when I already have Whirlwind and Bludgeon and Anger. Like back to 77 or something. What percentage of my Ironclad wins make little use of exhaust? I don't know. Sounds like an interesting graduate student project that you could pursue. A paper on the percentage of Jorbs' Ironclad runs which make little use of exhaust. Legend was very good on turn 1 here. Because Bludgeon wins without help, I think I go for the double defend here. Okay, that was a very good fight for Bludgeon. Flex, Pummel, Whirlwind. So the fight was good. I'm at full health. Going into Elite at full health does seem like a big deal, especially with a Bludgeon. Bludgeon's a card which appreciates you being at full health because it wants you to spend all of your energy on an attack sometimes. On the other hand, no potion again, and poor card choices. 1 Whirlwind's great, 2 Whirlwinds is just not much better than 1 Whirlwind, but you have another dead card in your deck. See ya, super sweet. 2 win rate percentages, one that wins current act and one that wins the run. But I would play very differently to win the current act from how I'd play to win the run. Like if I want to play to never lose act 1, I can pretty much achieve that. It just looks massively different from what it looks like when I'm playing to try to win the run. Crow's Tongue, K-Paul, Bronze Champion Hollow. So, Whirlwind, Flex, Pummel. I think with Bludgeon and Anger and stuff, probably we just have enough mediocre damage kinds of things. We'll say 78%. We'll skip this stuff. It might honestly be substantially lower than 78% at this point. We've gone 5 floors. We haven't found anything broken yet. Like, a good chunk of your win rate comes from having found something broken by the end of Act 1. And we've gone quite a long way without finding anything broken. How should we do Scorigami? Alright. Going to the campfire doesn't change my win rate at all because we already knew it was happening. But upgrading different cards should change my win rate. The best card upgrade should be 78%. And I think that's Whirlwind for me. I feel like Bludgeon's like a little bit worse. I think Anger's a little bit worse. I think Ash is like substantially worse. Defense not terrible. Wonder Tunge thinks the 67 months. Appreciate it. Alright, here we go. I guess I could talk about this versus this. I think this is 78% chance to win. This one, I don't know. Maybe like 74 or something? A decent amount of our chance to win is built into getting good rewards from this elite fight. So our potion chance is what, 70%? I don't think we use this, not at full health. Top wide receiver for the rest of the fantasy season. Yo, what? Excuse me? Just any card would be fine by me, really. Alright. Minus 19 health from the elite fight. Trying to decide. I feel like that's probably slightly better than average. It's probably even slightly better than an average Sentries fight. Sentries, I think, is the best one for us there. I saved the potion as well. I am not sure how responsive my win rate is to how much damage I take here and stuff, though. I think my win rate is very responsive to which relic I get and which card reward I get, but I'm already at a point where, like, getting to here with full health means that my health isn't that consequential for the act. Like, maybe I end up having to rest here if stuff goes very poorly, but probably winter spot where health is not very important for the rest of the act. I might be overstating that. There's a chance we died a slime boss, right? Should have gotten a second potion by now. On average, I would have gotten a second potion by now, yeah. But in actuality, I haven't. I think we could take a hemokinesis. So we fought sentries. We got a so-so relic. Definitely not in the top 50 percent of relics here. Probably more like a 30th percentile relic or something. And we got a hemokinesis out of the fight, which I'm going to take, and I'm going to be okay with it. And I'm going to say, like, we really do have all of our damage sorted at that point. We still don't have a block card, we still don't have a power, we still don't have a strong relic, we didn't get a potion. So I think this is overall pretty bad. I'm going to say we have, like, 74% or something now. It has me. Got 30 gold. That's what it's all about, maybe. Feels kind of bad to use a potion here when Whirlwind instantly ends the fight. Yeah. I think Twitch Turbo also works. Okay, this is a very sad floor. I think at this point, maybe I do use this. What if it's hand upgrade? All right. That was way too much damage. Oh, I should have played shit for Nunchakeo. Small, but non-zero. Changed my win rate. So, I think now we're at, like, I don't know. It was a very bad Holy fight. We did get a Flame Barrier, which I'm going to take and going to be happy about, but I think we're at, like, 70% or something now. Maybe 69%. And then 100%. All right, this has to be in like the 50 to 60% win rate range now. I'm gonna say like 55. Oh. Still gonna go to another elite fight. That was a pretty good floor. No potion though. Warcry is nothing at the moment. Thunderclap and Uppercut are both able to be considered. So, argument for Thunderclap, I have a Whirlwind. I also have Nunchaku, so I can use it with Bludgeon already. Or I can't with Uppercut. Argument for Uppercut, Snecko-Eye, largely. Snecko-Eye is a boss relic that we can get. And with Flame Barrier Bludgeon, like taking an Uppercut over a Thunderclap makes some amount of sense. We're definitely taking Snecko-Eye. We're taking Snecko-Eye maybe over Runic Pyramid right now. Bludgeon just has that warping effect on the value of the boss relics. So, the extra emphasis on how I change the percentage on screen is pretty good content. I feel like it's probably a good learning tool for some people to see how I'm thinking about it. I'm not necessarily right, but I just think seeing how I am thinking about it might be useful for other people. I don't think this is like an above average card reward though. I think we're still about 55% to win. A lot of our win rate now is going to be about boss relic. Unless I get a very good elite fight. And I have to decide about upgrade versus rest versus just take a hallway fight as well. Which I'll make that decision after the question mark. I also kind of like the idea of taking Uppercut and just upgrading it for Slime Boss. Decent card against Slime Boss. It's good in phase 1 of the Slime Boss fight. Because weakening Slime Boss's slam, kind of a big deal, and also just having higher chance of having vulnerable on it for a bludgeon turn, or basically the split turn, is a big deal. And then it's an okay card in phase 2/3 of the slime boss fight because it costs 2, and so when you draw like 3 slimes and 2 real cards, your Uppercut at least does something. Frequentest statisticians having a stroke watching this. I've heard that lots of people enjoy a stroke while they're watching my channel. Hey Hoop Jones! Welcome. Glad you could catch the stream. Hey Peebs, HRE. Hey TJ Roni. Joey the Cat Dad, hello. Hey AJWR and Squablo and the Haunts and Angry Hippos and Reamertastic and Zivan. Alright, I think 55% chance to win. Yeah, I do. We're in a spot now, like pretty close to the end of the act, thinking that card rewards are a big, or sorry, boss relics are a big part of how we win. We could think about just taking gold over removing a card here, because Pandora's Box means that removing a strike's much less good. Also, bites in Act 2 maybe a pretty big deal for this deck. Bites are a bigger deal when your deck is weaker. And also the Act 2 shop is a bigger deal. So getting the gold to be able to go to a shop is a bigger deal. A better deck would very happily remove a card. But my deck's not good enough to do that, I don't think. So I think this is actually a destroy. I feel like that's like an okay event. I'll leave it at about 55%. I think card removes slightly worse. Alright, I have to decide this way or this way. Rare chance? Surely rare chance is very high right now. But I have another hallway fight here. So I could go here, fight the elite, and then if I don't get a rare yet, I could go here. I don't think I've seen a rare that I didn't take. Think about setting up for Slime Boss. The uppercut upgrade's good. And either a Hemokinesis or a Bludgeon upgrade could be good, or maybe a Rest. Think about Act 2. The Flame Barrier upgrade's quite good. Some Java, thanks for 43 months. Appreciate it. What odds am I tracking? Chance to win. Alright, so I think I go here, I upgrade Uppercut. Uppercut's good against both Gremlin Up and Lagavulin. I also have Nunchaku about to proc. And we see what happens. It's a turn 1. Turn 2, almost kill it. I could defend here. No, I think it's wrong. Uppercut upgrade did pretty well. I guess I would have killed it without it. Disappointing. Okay, I guess that's another reason to get a campfire early, is that I can lift at the next one. I don't hate Girya here. I don't have very many good upgrades. I have a campfire I have to do something with. I do have the Whirlwind, which benefits from it. The Anger does okay with it. Blood Potion's also very good. Makes it even less important to go to the campfire to rest. And we took like no damage in the fight, right? So this has to be good. I think we can like call this more like 65% now. We have a line toward getting through Act 2 all of a sudden, and we're not very concerned about dying in Act 1 either. And we get a card reward as well. Alright, so I found my rare card. It's Corruption. I don't want it. I don't want it! I have to decide between Spot Weakness and Second Wind. I think it's Second Wind. Second Wind, very good against Slime Boss. Decent with both Sekoi and Pyramid. And Pandora's Box, honestly. Yeah, and Spot Weakness less important when I have 3 starting strength, which, you know, I don't, but someday I might. So, let's take a Second Wind. I wouldn't say this is an incredible card, though. I think we call that about an average card from the reward. It's probably even worse, because I spent my rare chance for the act on that, right? I could have gotten a feed or a Reaper or something. Oh, imagine how good Reaper would be. Yeah. I was probably underestimating my chance to win there, because I wasn't baking the rare chance into my chance to win. But that's a pretty large situation in the game state, which is giving me higher chances. Weird that Blood Potion is so His only comment should be uncommon, so is it so good? I mean, it's okay. What's regen potion? Not taking corruption has surprised you? I had 6 total energy worth of skills in my entire deck. So I don't really want to draw a card, pay 3 for it, in order to make my 6 energy worth of skills cost 0. That's the sort of thing which you could do if you were ahead in the situation you were in. But honestly, like, corruption isn't that big a portion of your winning Ironclad strategies that that's what you want to be doing, I don't think. I think question mark is a bit better than hallway fight here. I have full potions. Makes hallway fight worse. I am getting a late act question mark, and I already took one of the bad events out of the event deck. I prefer not to get a shop because I want to shop at the start of next act. We now have 135% chance to win the run. Congratulations, everyone. Alright, cool. Sometimes lucky. I think probably like somewhere in the 80% range. This is now an okay act. For sure. Let's get a lift. Is Red Skull common? It is. Messed up, huh? Foolish slime boss. You've only activated my strength card. I think it's worth it. It worked. Let's take a look at our rare card before we decide if we want a swift potion. I can't drink the blood potion, of course, but I'm about to heal 3/4 of my missing health anyway, so it is a 1/4 effectiveness blood potion. It's also a really good potion. If I want to be going through Act 2 on half health, which I kind of do with Red Skull. Imagine if I took a pummel. Nunchaku, Giria, Red Skull. Anyway, I beat Slime Boss. Fiendfire? Fiendfire is very good with Pyramid and Snecko Eye. And decent with Strength. I have no ability to block whatsoever. Fiendfire is also good with Swift Potion, actually. I'll say 81%. Chance to win. We got Ice Sword and Infinite. We've got eyes on some pretty good boss relic rewards with our deck. I'm gonna do this, I think. And I'm gonna miss. So, curious. If we look at boss relics. These are all the boss relics. He ignores ectoplasm and nonsense. So these are the Ironclad boss relics. So there are 22 of them. If we are, I'm just doing the same thing I did before. 22, choose 3, 15, 40 combos. And the chance of getting the best one, therefore, is this over this 1 minus. You have to lock 83. I did something wrong. You have to lock 82. So our chance of getting the best relic is 13.6. The next best is 12.34. The chance of getting like one of the top 5 relics is 55. So you have like a 50% chance of getting Pandas, Runic Pyramids, Snecko, Astrolabe, for example, if those are your best relics in your mind. Cool. For some reason, I've never actually looked at this before. Anyway, this seems like a 30th percentile result or something. I think I take a cursed key. I think I want to be able to rest here. Typically speaking, in a deck which has the ability to do a lot of damage but can't block very well, fighting elites in Act 2 and resting a bunch, because how else are you going to survive, and hoping that you hit something strong is the easiest way to win the run, I would say. You're guaranteed to always see one relic from a character's specific pool. What? Nope. Good morning, Nugatti Knight. Yeah, Kurski's a little bit better with already having blue key as well. Okay, I say we have a 75% chance to win the run from here. Somewhat below average Act 1, but given that I didn't die, it's not like a 5th percentile Act 1 or whatever. And, like, I definitely have a winning path. So. The only 3 elite path takes the super elite and has no campfires. That's a pretty bad map act map. The only like campfire to elite path doesn't get a shop, and I have 300 gold. Oh, this act fucking sucks. And I have to fight Collector. This is a bad map. I think this act map might drop our chance to win by like 25% or something. It's a little egregious. I gotta go somewhere with campfires, right? So maybe it's this path? We can get into the collector fight at like relatively full health. We get to spend our gold here. The only question I have about that is, can I maybe save gold for next act? And I think against collector? The answer is like probably no. Yeah, I'm gonna give myself 50% of chance to win from here. Maybe that's lower than it should be. I want to take a path that lands me here so that I have the option to go this way if I get like very good relics, or maybe I play the deck a couple of times and I'm like, oh, this deck's way better than I thought. I think in order to have the chance to go this way, I'd want to go this way, but if I'm going to go this way, I'd want to go this way. I don't know what to do with that. Probably just take the fights. Or actually, maybe I want the question marks because of bites. I did mention that earlier. Not removing a strike opens up bites a lot more. Sure, let's take the question marks. What's your question, miniature catfish? Oh my god, don't ask that question. Just like literally any other question would be good, thank you. Well, I've successfully stopped being at above half health, it looks like. Is Jorbs a noun or verb? I want to say that it is a verb. Like another flame barrier. So I took a lot of damage. I got an okay card though. I'm gonna leave it at 50% actually. Took a lot of damage, but I think flame barrier is quite good here. 4 energy, no card draw. Big block card. Upgrade Shrine's okay. I kind of want to upgrade Flame Barrier. Let's do it. Eight times 6 is 48. So if I draw potion into Fiendfire... Oh, it's 8 times 7 actually. Alright, let's draw potion here. Am I figuring the win rate off the current vibe? Kind of the only thing you can figure anything off of is the current vibe if you think about it. $49, $39. Bum 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 bum. Dead. Sometimes there's math that can help. Which math? Also, how is the math not just the current vibe? Favorite song to play on guitar when I was 22? Maybe I'll Believe in Anything by Wolf Parade. It was an okay fight. It left me on just below half health, which is actually kind of good. We get either a Shrug or a Metallicize. I don't think I have the support to make Havoc pickable here. I might go for Metallicize here. What's the worst card in Slay the Spire? I don't know. I've done a pretty good job of making them all useful for something. Have we ever had an Edgelord phase? The direction in which I'm an Edgelord is the, like, people should respect each other direction. So, like, yes, but also kind of no. It's like asking someone who doesn't usually drink if they've ever done anything irresponsible, and they're like, I had a beer once. Hey Jordan, hey Shai-Hulud. Dread Muffin Hollow, hey Mars. Hey Mariano Hollow, hey Noxora, hey Jampon. When's Destruction good? Can be good with Dead Branch, can be good with card spam stuff like After Image and Thousand Cuts. I feel like the last 3 floors haven't helped much. I feel like the last 3 floors have been somewhat expected. Like, we're going to drop to half health, we're going to get a little bit of value. That's pretty normal for the start of Act 2. I don't think this has changed that much. Get an upgrade on Flame Barrier, we got a new Flame Barrier. I think Shrug's better until we get to Collector. But I think once we get to Collector, Metallicize is actually better. It's also like, it's a mediocre nothing power kind of, but sometimes you get dual wield and then get 50 of them and it actually wins you the run. I'm wondering how much I care about that at the moment. How disappointed was I on January 1st of 2000? Not very. If anything, I was disappointed because my parents had just moved me to the US. I think most of us had flu and we had like 1 mattress and 1 TV set or something at the time. It was not an incredible winter for us. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at 50% and take Metallicize. Does what path you choose affect the choice anything? Sometimes the things y'all say aren't words. I don't know if you all realize that. It's been such a long time since a fight where I needed to draw Whirlwind and then I didn't draw Whirlwind. Is 40 too much health? I guess it is. I want to be at 37, right? Currently I'm taking 1 to 33, so I need to also play that. Okay, Shockwave Plus is an excellent card. Also, I left the fight, like, at the right health value and didn't use a potion. I didn't get a potion, but I think Shock Plus, like, substantially raises my chance to win. Very good against Collector, pretty good against Deck 2 Elites. Given that I still have no card draw, getting cards which do something in a hand of 5 cards is a big deal. I mean, 9 Nunchaku is a given. I'm a gamer, keep in mind. We can't pick this up because we have a Cursed Key. And no card draw. Feels bad. See if I can draw a Whirlwind once in my life. Kind of. I think I'm okay. There's some small consideration here toward the fact that my discard pile has a bunch of wounds and I just Fiend Fired away a bunch of playable cards. Alright, cool. We're alright. Through Slavers without being dud is fairly large positive, but then I got jack shit as my rewards. So I have to take dual wield here, I guess. Is that right? It's such a bad card other than the Pipe Dream with Metallicize. I think I'm too far away from it happening. Alright, so we'll call this like 45% now maybe. We got a Regal Pillow, cool. We take a Shrug. I'm gonna lift for my third time. Well, I'm gonna open this chest probably. Yep. Interesting. I don't know if that's what I would have picked, but okay. We could take another Flame Barrier Plus. It's probably just the best option, to be honest. And we're starting to angle toward either get Snecko Eye or die. We've got no card draw. I am so trusting of the idea that there's a Snecko at the end of this act. Immensely trusting. Taking Havoc for feelers into a Dark Embrace from the shop's okay. Can start to think about War Cries at this point too, probably. Or I can skip. Alright, huge moment in the run here. We get to see our shop. We have 384 gold. I think I actually can probably beat Collector without buying anything here for what it's worth. Like, dig once and rest, and probably with 3 to 6 strength, that's enough. Yeah, I'm not gonna take Havoc. Well, I have a mandatory membership card. That's about it. Alright, we'll call it like 40% right now. My chance of hitting Snecko Eye is like 14% or something by itself. Panda's Ectoplasm Fusion Hammer. You can't even get Ectoplasm at the end of Act 1. That's not even a thing that can happen. What's my chance of beating Collector? This deck beats Collector. There's only one question mark left to get bites, but I could take Blood Vial and spike it. Dark Shackles is a very good card. I kind of want to take Unceasing Top despite the fact that I have an average energy cost of like 3 on the cards in my deck. Dark Shackles, Inflame, and a Potion. Seems okay. Minus 23% chance to win. Ooh. Okay. This is like actually a very good event. It's like maybe 60% chance now. Nine upgrades is a lot of upgrades. Okay, I might lose because of digging here instead of resting now. That event might just kill me. God, don't fucking interview people and ask them what question to ask them. Y'all, interviewing, like, I don't know. This isn't interviewing 101. This is like interviewing 1. Come up with a question to ask the person. That's the fucking only thing you've been asked to do. How much more valuable are the defense upgrades here versus the strike upgrades? I've only been asked that question like 3 times. Fucking today! I've only been asked that question 3 times fucking today. I've been doing the shop for 10 years! How many times do you think I've been asked that question? I decided Slay was a game I was going to put a lot of energy into. Pretty much like the second day I played it or something. I liked it a lot. You big Keko. I hyped for Slay Spire to you. I think it'll be good. I tend not to spend a lot of my energy on being excited about things that I don't have yet, though. Alright, I think continuing to dig and just hoping for like an instance burner. I think I'm okay with it. I mean, I do think that's better than resting, so. $24. How much strength do I have? I'm not weak yet. I think I'm down to do this. We kill these with Whirlwind. It worked. How much did I enjoy Devil's Lake while I was in for Caleb's wedding? Did I visit any other spots in Wisconsin? I enjoyed it a lot. I took a swim. It was a good little swim. I feel like this fight's over. We were only there for basically the wedding though. Didn't have any time to check out anything else. All right. Potion or not potion? Feels like potion. There is like Strike, Whirlwind, Strike, which kills one and then puts me at like 2 health. I think it's gotta be potion. Okay, Shockwave. Again. Means now Whirlwind kills these. I like linear ascension systems. I don't like it when like I'm in charge of setting the difficulty for myself. I think it's silly. I think the game developers should work out what the difficulties should be. Well, I made it to Act 3. And there are definitely some big hits here in the potential boss relics. Like if I get Snecko favored to win the run for sure. If I get Runic Pyramid favored to win the run for sure. That's already like 30% of possible outcomes covered for. The other 70%, Pandora's Box, became a bit less important when I upgraded all of my strikes and defense, but it's still a thing. An Energy Relic could be okay. Could definitely take a Fusion Hammer here, it's okay. Black Star, stuff like that, not as great. Don't have the Super Elite yet. So my pathing in Act 3 is destroyed. One of your most appreciated bits of Rotato's design is that every difficulty adds rather than subtracts. Is that true? Aren't there a bunch that are like you get one less hand or something? What do I suggest to become better at Slay the Spire when someone reaches a plateau, but is still convinced there is much more room to become better? Think harder about every decision, basically. You eventually reach a point where there's no large breakthrough left. It's only small breakthroughs over and over and over and over and over and over again. What year or period do I think the internet was at its best? 1924, maybe? Hey, Zamzar. Juggernaut, Demon Form, Impervious. So Impervious is okay. Juggernaut Metallicize is like kind of a thing, but I am set up to deal damage with Strength here, so I don't think we're going for that. Demon Form is also kind of a thing. All three of these are good with Snecko. I think it's mostly like, do I want an Impervious or do I want a Demon Form? I don't know. Demon Form opens up Reaper. Reaper's already very good though. These are not very good rares. Definitely not the best. I think we gotta take demon form, and we hope to find a Reaper. Do I like gridless or grid movement more in games? I don't think I have a large preference. Good lord. Alright, I give myself like probably still a 35% chance to win the run. But we're swimming upstream here a little bit. We're gonna take the collar. We have to take any card that says draw one card on it. And I'll see what happens. Hey, Zhang. Obviously, you have to go here this act. Okay, we got 3 elites and a store at the end. That's pretty good. With membership card, we'll take this store as well. My card removes are still pretty cheap. Yeah, it's a good act. Time Meter first. My deck's pretty good against Time Meter. I kind of have to focus on the run now. Hey, Shadowcone. Am I a good swimmer IRL? I'm a terrible swimmer. I mean, like, I'm okay, I guess. I know how to swim. But I'm not a good swimmer. That was a good floor. Warcry Plus is good as well. That was a good floor. Slightly higher. 36% chance to win the run. This is sort of garbage. I think I'll take a Toy Ornithopter. Relevant health, for sure. I'm getting enough more relics still that the fact I haven't seen Potion Belt yet does kind of matter. And I should have enough gold by the time I get to here to buy another thing. Although maybe only one more thing. Like there's a shop in Act 4 as well, right? I guess the reason not to take it would be to have gold in Act 4. Ceramic Fish could pay for itself if I make my deck worse. I could just straight up pay for itself, but I mean, I'd like to instead pick something that's good. Paying for itself is not, you know, enough for something to be a better option than everything else. Wait. Because of the boot, did I kill it if I spent... No, I paid for Inflame. Alright. I hit kind of hard though, don't I? Unfortunate on Nunchaku. Gonna skip these, I think. I don't think I take Ghostly Armor Plus. Okay card. I remember in that Spire quiz where I had to figure out a single instance where Drill was the best relic. Did I? No, I don't remember that. This has been just a brutal, tormenting run of Slay the Spire. Okay. Okay. A thing, maybe, kind of. $999 gold with a membership card really feels like it should be the right choice. I think I'm a little bit too dead to Giant Head. Unfortunately. So let's do this one. Yeah, because Giant Head just kills me if I take this. Giant Head might kill me anyway. Hold on. Maybe I'm underestimating my damage too much. Buying 2 entire shops. Is it even good? I don't know if it's even good. This already gives me money, right? Let's just do this. You simply wouldn't fight Giant Head? That is good thinking. If only I were that smart. I didn't play Warcry there because lazy. Too much work. Never punished. Turnip. Turnip's a relic. I definitely block by playing block cards. Heavy Blade is a card. I think I'm taking a Heavy Blade here. Alright. Alright. That's a win rate increase. 40%, maybe? Wastes my nunchaku, but it's okay. Going fine. Favorite album I've discovered this year? I don't really listen to music as albums. I've been enjoying a lot of Royal Otis. I went and saw Dua Lipa, who was great. But I don't really listen to music in terms of albums. I'm very internet radio pilled. The boot could be doing so much more, if not for this metallicize, yeah. When will you see mini Jorbs again? You never want to count mini Jorbs out. He's very resourceful. Okay, a war paint. Excuse me while I vomit out loud. Does it even upgrade anything? Flame Barrier, Dark Shackles, a Shrug. Okay. I mean, it's like fine. Probably I discard this for Swift Potion. I don't think this deck takes a Seeing Red. It's a bad sign if your Ironclad deck is not taking the Seeing Red plus in Act 3. But that seems to be where we're at. Let's go dig. Yep. Preserved Insect? Not a terrible relic at all, actually. I don't know if it's much better than average, but like not dying to these elites I'm about to fight does matter. I misplayed that turn. I shouldn't play Flame Barrier, I should play Shockwave, I think. Worked out okay, though. I think the deck dies to the second boss fight or the heart. We'll see. Don't count out the Act 4 elites. I'm like somewhat okay against the Act 4 elites. Tori. Not the most important relic, but decent against the heart. Terrible. Garbage. Alright, I didn't die again. I got an okay relic. I think still 40%. This is very eyeballing. I feel like I have a much more, like, dialed in idea of how things are in Act 1. Well, okay. Sometimes you're just 100% to win in Act 3. And I have a pretty good dialed in idea of that. But the decks that are like halfway in between in Act 3 are going to be the ones that I have least experience with, so least clear idea about. Did I just make that much larger somehow? How did I do that? I don't know. What would we give for Battle Trance Plus right now? Quite a lot. I have to decide if I'm opening this chest or not. Like, I can card remove. There's a big chest. I think we have to open that. Writhe. Okay. The Eternal Feather is like okay. We'll stay at 40. I don't know what happened to my writing implement thing. You can do that, like EG. I would allow it. Oh shit, I don't get extra energy per turn here. Rhino Dino! Thanks for the 48 months, appreciate it. Oh, as I just said, I don't get extra energy here. Can I reset the turn? How do we feel about it? It's fine. Oh, and I have Tori. I should probably actually lock in on the run if I want to win it. I'm getting a little bit distracted by stuff. I could use a potion for 5 health. I like my potions, though. Skip! Bad floor. We'll say like 35% maybe. Can play everything here. We want to play the lowest damage stuff first. Love a 5-card Ironclad, don't we all? Swift Potion? Swift Potion's such an important potion. My health's kind of all about to come back. Will Slay the Spire 2 have more or fewer numbers in it than Slay the Spire 1? Well, 2 is a bigger number than 1, so I think it would have more. Is it just Shackle's Demon Form Second Wind? Is there a reason you're not playing Strike there? I feel like probably I should play Strike. Hand Strength, Vulnerable. That's messed up, RL Soothe. I don't think I need Demon Form. Do I? Remember when I said I wanted to buy the Unceasing Top? I'm still kind of in that world a little bit. Is that enough? I really would prefer not to have to use a potion. Strike deals more than Fiend Fire as well. Okay, this should be tons. Actually, just like play all the attacks, don't I? Cool, I don't even have to play Hemo. Woo! White Beast Statue. Fascinating. These cards are unplayable, unfortunately. Because I have no card draw. If I take one, I get more health from Eternal Feather. Still unplayable, though. Okay. Big win rate update about to happen. We're gonna dig, then we're gonna go here and see an entire shop. We need to hit hard. That wasn't really it. That's more like it. I wonder if I should have been taking stuff under the assumption that I find a Dark Embrace. Okay, so the interesting choices here are... First we click Dark Embrace. Our win rate goes up like quite a lot. Then... Card move Writhe seems obvious. It's kind of worse than Bag of Prep, though, so unless I'm also buying Bag of Prep, maybe I shouldn't do it. I get a little bit more gold for the next shop, but not much. Loading up on potions maybe in the next shop could be enough. Or buy something on sale. Isn't bag up prep better than card remove? I swear a bunch of you ask me questions after I've said the thing out loud. Am I wrong? I swear that keeps happening. Are you humans? Buying rug would increase win chance to 100% if it were on offer. That is a good point. It's unclear whether bag of prep or card remove is better. The deck does have to play more than one deck cycle to win fights, so don't know. Card remove costs a lot less, so I might take it. That's why I have like 150 for next act. I can refill potions and buy a relic, maybe, something like that. Maybe I just buy bag up prep. Maybe we're just not doing better than bag up prep. I could just buy bag up prep. All right. Bag up prep got substantially better when I started to have things that were worth drawing on turn 1 as well. Like Demon Form and Dark Embrace. Kinda hate this. You're absolutely right. Let me rephrase that. God. Any game I would like to play but that would not work for streaming. I mean, I just play those. I just play games offline sometimes. So I've got 1 Dark Shackles to survive my next 2 draw phases. Neat. I think I do this. If I get a curse, it's very unlucky. I got a curse. The damage felt very relevant. Maybe the damage wasn't relevant. Shadow. Well, I have something to card remove next act, I guess. These potions are very good, so even though I have a White Beast statue and a Toy Ornithopter, I still don't really want to drink them. We take another second one now that we have a Dark Embrace. I still think this is, like, very close. Maybe wins, maybe doesn't. We'll go to 67 health, fight a boss gauntlet, and we see what happens. Okay. 60% chance to win. Good turn 1. I don't know if this is worth playing. I feel like it's not. Parasite's a block card because of second wind. Sure. If you'd like. Oh, God. Okay. Not my favorite deck ever. I can do this. Hey, Red Skull. It seems kind of inconsiderate of the Time Eater to be able to kill me here. Is anger enough? 282. $328. 282. 328. The question is just, do I want to try to save the potion? I got anger, it's lethal. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I was just waiting for Mr. Eric Vale to chime in with basic math help before I made my choice. But now that we're here... Alright, I want to go back to thinking about the thing I was thinking about. I'm not getting to play Heavy Blade at all is very upsetting. I think I just have to cash it in. All right. Now you're in trouble when the streamer says your full username. Yeah, your full government username. Sorry about that. It was an okay turn one. I'd kind of like the second one metallicize, but I don't see it happening. It's an okay card, phase 2 of the fight, too. With flame barriers. Well, we're now into, like, do I draw the good cards or not territory. I have 1 turn left of week. Looks like we're not reaching Act 4 to me. Damn. GG. Well, deck was kind of shit. I feel like we went over that several times through the run. Big moments. I mean, I'm not piloting very well. So there was plenty of piloting that I could have done better. But still, I just kind of walked into the boss gauntlet without a deck, mostly. This is one of Ironclad's major fail cases, is just not drawing more than 5 cards a turn at the end of the run. Doesn't happen super often, like maybe 1 time in 20 or something. And it's not like it's unwinnable, still. Like, this deck could have won. Would 1 Reaper be enough? Maybe. Can I update the percentage? 0%. I gotcha. Relics below average. The relics are not that bad. It's the cards. The deck is not very far away from winning. Like, 1 Burning Pact does an awful lot there. Maybe this was Shovel's fault. Shovel did fine. Rest in peace, Ironclad. Oh, that means that I can't get to 10-0 in under 15 runs. Oh well.